Greetings everyone, welcome to a repair video. We're going to try to do it a little bit differently today. I have a repair toolkit here, and this is my microphone stand. It's well, I'd show it to you, but I don't want to move the camera. And I have a number 1 Phillips I probably won't use. I have the screwdriver from the toolkit. This is a number 0 Phillips, which I probably will use a lot. And this is a Torx T5, which you can kind of see I pulled already. Anyway, and this is my pry tool, and this is just a little thing from the dollar store. You can buy these little, Anyway, I use double-sided tape because I have a bad habit of smacking these kind of things and knocking the screws everywhere. But, you know, the tape will at least hold it a little bit in case I mess up a little bit. So, I'm using a wide lens and a short tripod, because I don't want to deal with the trouble of a full-size setup, and it might look a little weird today compared to previous videos I've done, but, well, them's the ropes. I am just now realizing it's very hard to see under my hands, so I might make a change to resolve that. Hold on just a second. This light right here could probably stand to be more like that. There you go. And makes my hands look funny, but that's okay. You can see a little better, I suppose. Excellent. Now, obviously there's a bunch of wasted frame and I hate it, but them's the ropes. With a wide angle lens like this, things tend to get swallowed up very quickly, and to see the detail it has to be pretty close, which, yeah, but I've done it usually I do these with a zoom lens or even a longer fixed lens, and this is the lens I use for my Rollin' Rambles. It is a Panasonic 9mm f1.7. It's about $500, but it's worth every red cent. If you watch those videos, you've seen how crispy the quality is, and even at night. This thing has the biggest aperture. It is astonishing to me. Anyway, as usual, take all the screws out of the base plate and pry. I have fingernails, but they're going to be gone real fast if I do that. This is always something that's difficult for me to show on video, is prying things. Come on. Come on. Because I end up having to do some squirrely stuff sometimes to get these things to come loose. You have to get it in there and kind of pull away like this. But this one is... Oh no, I just realized something. And this is the fun of these stupid videos. Yeah, here's that number 1 Phillips I said I was never going to use. So they've got these massive screws, and they're right there. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Let me know what you think about this angle in the comments, if it's better than the sort of top-down that I usually do. I feel like it gives you a better view into this whole general thing. We're going to be replacing this battery here. At least we are, if it's not massively wrong or something. This looks weird. This doesn't look the same. Someone sent me the wrong battery. We have the wrong battery pack here. So what do? Can we rig this? It does have some... This looks like it goes to some sort of slightly different sized version of this. I am going to consider rigging that up, but not now. And I haven't explored to see if there's something else going on. But more importantly, we're supposed to swap the base on this computer out. And yeah, those do look pretty similar. This one says L, this one says LA-L. This is LA-R. I don't know if there is a difference. Those actually do look kind of different, don't they? We might be in some trouble here. Yeah, there are some differences I'm noticing, but, well, what about the more important stuff, like where all these screw mounts are? And this is one of the problems with the way that these things go together. See, I don't even know that this is going to fit. Hold on. This may not even go on here. No, it appears to fit. Just not. Wow. Okay. So it is. If it's not the same, it is very similar. I do not think they are the same. Let's do a dry run here real quick just to see what we can do. Oh, look, I need screws. Well, I have to do it this way. Let's see if this backing plate's correct. See, now I ordered this backing plate, or the frame based on the model, and this feels like it has nowhere to go. But I see screw holes down there, so what's up with that? Is it just because I haven't snapped it down? Maybe. Wait, something doesn't look quite right. Is it the hinges? Something's not right here. I can't quite place it, but something's definitely off. No, it's got the spots. My stuff is too far up. Okay, I see some screw holes that don't appear on the other one. Like, this clearly doesn't match up. So, God almighty, I have never had two wrong parts like this. This may end up being a short video, my friends. But I know I ordered the right thing, so, or at least nominally the right thing. So what happens if I try to put this here? Does it go into whatever's down there? I don't think it does. It doesn't appear to. Okay. Well, this is very unfortunate. So, what do we do? What do we do? Let's see. The question becomes, can we rig it somehow to work? Too much rigging, and my answer is going to always be no. So how far up is the keyboard? The keyboard looks to be about the same. I can't see the touchpad, but I imagine the touchpad's not an issue. The real issue is going to be all these other daughter boards and such. The funny thing is, it actually looks like the boards may match up. It's just some of the battery stuff that's weird. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. How does this new battery pack fit in this incorrect, yeah. Oh, okay. That's wild, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, it goes, but it doesn't. It's very strange. It's there. It's there, and yet it's also not there. I don't think I see the mount for the M2 here. You know, I think in the worst case, if we get it all apart, I'll have a video of getting it apart at least. So let's get it apart and just see what we can do with what we've got. Okay, this is probably not going to end well, but we won't know until we give it a shot. So let's get this thing shredded. Remove this battery pack. I mean, I can do things like wire up the new battery pack. That's frankly not a big deal to me. I don't care. I will wire up a battery pack. You know, I'll cut plastic if I have to. I will, hell, I'll glue something together if that's what it takes, but I can't believe that they gave me the wrong thing. This is what makes me angry about there being all these models, like UX305. Oh, but there might be like 10 different submodels or whatever. And whenever you go to repair it, you try to get a part, and you find out the hard way the part doesn't actually work because it's not actually because the model isn't the model, it's a bunch of different models. I can actually feel a channel right there, so okay, this battery's a lot thinner than that one too. What the hell is going on here? That's weird. That's really weird. This is C31N1428. This is C31N1411. They are different batteries. They'll probably still work. What do the touch pads look like here? Let's see. Well, it would probably help. No, it looks like the touch pads are extremely similar. There's enough similarities here. I may be able to make this work. Let's go ahead and get ripping. So the first thing I think I want to do, this touchpad's supposed to be bad actually. They were having issues with the keyboard and the touchpad. So, what's this? Why is there a screw right here? Where did that come from? That can't be good. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put this touchpad cable on the new pad here. Now, I did mess up, and I will confess, I screwed up, and I threw this, yesterday I was throwing away half laptops, like where we replaced whole palm rest assemblies, that kind of thing, or a screen assembly, and I threw this one away. I salvaged it for screws, and it ended up in the garbage can. So that was educational. Anyway, these screws here on the old touchpad have to be transferred over to the new touchpad. Just realized it is actually kind of hard for you guys to see what I'm doing, isn't it? So I guess this lens is probably not what I'll be using for this moving forward, but at least it gives you a nice wide view, right? All right. One more. But fortunately, all I did when I salvaged the thing is I yanked some screws, which was really just the touchpad screws and not much else, and chucked it in the bin. So there we go. Touchpad's transferred. What else we got here? There's this daughter board over here and all these cards. Let's go ahead and get the... This is not correct. I need a number 0 Phillips. You probably can't see it, but I need a number 0 Phillips to get this off. And I'm just going to start putting things beside this lid here. This needs to come off. Okay. This Wi-Fi card, if I'm really lucky, I won't need to take the antennas off. But this setup makes me feel really unlucky. Come on, get out of there. All right. At some point, we'll try to transfer the screen over. For now, I am hesitant to commit too far. So let's pull this SSD and set it aside. Let's set it aside where you can see it. There we go. I do see the screws here are absent on the other one. That's not good at all. We can still make it work, but it won't be fun. I'm not seeing the screw. Oh yeah, this cooling system won't match up at all, will it? So what do I do? The ports match up. So the ports match up. That screw matches up. Actually, there are... Yeah, this is... I don't think this is going to work. Okay, well, may as well take it apart, right? So, I'm going to set this aside. But we may as well go ahead and disassemble all this as far as we can, just because there's really no reason not to at this point. I'm going to go ahead and put the drive screws with the rest of it, because it's not like I can't tell what they are. We can go ahead and at least get this base torn apart, so that when the correct part does arrive, we can actually put it together. I hate doing returns, but they definitely sent me something that doesn't match what I have, so I can't use it. And I'm glad I didn't get too far into it, into trying to transfer stuff. I thought it would work, but some of the things that don't match between the cooling system and the new one, I don't think that it's worth even trying, so we're not going to even try. Daughter board here. I see I'm not removing this cable because there's no need to, but I will have no choice but to remove some of this stuff. Whenever you transfer a board like this to another machine, one of your goals is simply to waste as little effort as possible. Taking all those cables or the heat sink off or any of that would not be very helpful. So yeah, I hope I didn't make any kind of mistake in the ordering process, but I'm fairly certain I did not. And that this is just the bad luck of stupid model numbers. So I will get this bottom disassembled, and that will actually make it easier for me to locate a part that is a better match. Now, this is still really stuck. Why is it stuck? Is it stuck because one of the screws for the CPU goes down back there? I don't know why it would be. Oh, no, it is not. There is a screw right here, and I feel something sticky. There's like an adhesive layer underneath. Let's get this screw out. Then, you see this display cable here? We need to get that plastic flap there, pull it up gently but firmly, which doesn't sound like it's possible, but it is. And if we're lucky, nope, this is taped. Let's get this tape situation straightened out. We've got to get this tape off, because if it's taped, it won't back off when I pull it. Okay, get the tape up off of this display cable in the board here, and it looks like the tape's actually part of the cable. This is really annoying. I would like to not work on one of these again. Every time I see Torxes or Pentalobes or whatever on the bottom of a computer, it always seems to end in disaster. It's always very unfriendly to disassemble. So here we are. We need to get these screws here, or not screws, but speakers. That's a very tiny connector. Look at the tiny connector right here. It is so small. But we need to get this tiny, tiny connector to pop back. Come on. I may. Okay, you can let go now. Get it out of this clip. Okay. And then we can lift the wires and gently pull on the wires while trying to get this thing out of the slot. There we go. That was actually pretty dicey. It didn't want to back out. So we have the daughter board and the main board with heat sink here. The main board still kind of feels like it's sticking, which I do not like, but well, whatever. Okay, this is not coming up. It is still stuck. There's tape that I missed right here. See that tape? That's got to go. It is pulling down on that thing hard. So there we go. And should probably try not to bend that too much. That comes up. That comes up. There we go. We have one motherboard, daughter board combo. And I'm just going to gently fold that over and set it aside out of the way. Okay, we still need this hinge here Both of these hinges need to be unscrewed. I'm just going to keep all the case screws together, or the internal case screws together. It's fairly obvious where the hinge, or that the hinge screws are much bigger than the rest. So get both the hinges completely removed here. Come on, there you go, behind that display cable. You know, the other thing is, if there was any hope of jerry-rigging the thing together, I would still have to do all this to do it. So maybe I'll give it a second look, but I don't think it's going to work. So I'm lifting these hinges. They are nice and weak. I like that they don't feel like they're going to destroy whatever I pull them up from. And it's funny, I see threads in these, but I didn't see threads in the other one, but they were there. Anyway, get this Wi-Fi cable here. It's sort of stuck in a clip, and kind of have to push it down to get it away from the clip. It's not really a clip so much as just it's like that. It's not toothy, like it's not holding it down. It's just like that, but it feels like it's got teeth holding it down. So I think there's magnetics holding this in place at this point. So pivot it up like this, and it should lift away, and there you go. Now just I still see all these similarities, so let's just give it a whirl, just see what happens here. I mean, they do look very similar. It's astonishing how close they are. Let's see how badly this would actually match up. Because I see a huge vent right here. This seems to have been made for a more powerful board. This is what we have here is, looks like it's a Core M. So this is an Ultrabook, a very weak CPU, and this one is for a Core i5. So this is definitely, this processor barely needs this heatsink assembly, whereas the other one desperately needs this much ventilation. So if we were to attempt to make this work, let's just do a dry run just for kicks. I can see the speaker connector won't work, but that fits. Will the board go down? No, the board won't even go down because there's reinforcements here that completely block the board from going down. So if I did rig something up, it would involve shaving that down. I ain't doing that. That's not happening. Not in a million years. I ain't doing that. So, yeah. We definitely will have to replace this part with one that is for a Core M instead of a Core i5. And, you know, the customary lots of crusty stuff all over the place here. What fun. Okay, so we have our, let's see. This is our original here. And I'm probably just going to stuff all this in a box. But just to make it a little easier on myself, when I actually do get the correct parts, and that battery's not right either, is it? Well, I'll tell you what, let's take a look at that battery real fast. I may be able to get the battery rigged up, or not. All right, my friends, it turns out I did a little bit more research, and the problem with the, it's over there. The problem with the Asus UX305 is not that there was some wonky submodel that I just didn't know about. It's that I have a UX305F, and what I bought goes to a UX305L, or LA, but and I think also it may be compatible with the UX305U. So they're all UX305s, but they're different variants of the same model. In this case, the F happens to be quite different from the L and the U. So because of that, the parts don't match up. I guess the F is the really thin one, but I did some more research, and it looks like the F is a bit of an outlier in the series. The only explanation I have for this is that I must have looked at the F, which, you know, it's the F is really just an L with a little tiny extra line flipped over, and it must have registered, maybe I read it upside down, but it must have registered as an L. So I ordered the wrong parts, and it's all my fault. Lesson learned, and I guess I'll be selling those and getting something else to fix that computer. I did a little bit of research, and it may actually be cheaper just to get another UX305 entirely. We'll see. But that's what really happened. So there you go. Repair is so exciting. Take care. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that junk.